This is Tune vs. Spear. I'm W. Spear Titsworth reviewing one new record and one old record. Today's new record is Blood Culture Skate Story Volume 1. This record comes with a lyric book. It's got all the lyrics in it, which are all good lyrics. When I heard a new Blood Culture's record was coming out, I was worried it wouldn't be great as like the last one, which is called Luno. Especially I was worried about it being a soundtrack for a video game about skateboarding. Blood Culture uses a lot of synthesizers. It's kind of dance music, electronic music, but also it's some songs, some sad kind of indie songs. After a nice keyboard-oriented little mellow interlude with some synthesizers, it comes creeping into the first song, which is called Empty Lands. Empty Lands is cool because it's got heavy synth bass and then nice floating cool melodies on top like they always have. He follows up all them heavy synth sounds and them cool tinkling melodies on top. He's kind of contrasting them heavy, deep, textured synth sounds with a high soprano type voice on top of these songs. This record uses samples near the end of the song Empty Lands and in other places. I don't usually like the use of samples from old movies like this, but this time it's pretty cool. It's got some sample from an old werewolf movie talking about the werewolf's curse, which is cool. That goes right into Where the City Can't See, which is one of the top tracks on this record. It's just real pretty and it's got nice lyrics, nice melodies and everything. The next song's called Overlord, which is a cool dirgy track. The second half of the record is all songs mostly with lyrics, except one song which also has samples. The best song on the second side is called Unarcher, and I also like In the Age of Disbelief. Overall, this record is a really good record. I was worried could it live up to records like Happy Birthday or Luno. And I tell you, I saw the Luno tour. You can see some pictures out here. I tell you, I had high expectations. I was worried about it until I heard the whole record and I realized it's a goddamn masterpiece. I'll give you 5 out of 5 spears. Of course, one of the cool things about Blood Cultures is he's all mysterious. He's always wearing a mask. He always covering his face up so you can't see what he's looking like or anyone in the band. I like a little bit of theatrics and this kind of stuff like wearing masks or makeup. I think it's pretty cool and interesting. Blood Culture's got a good sound and it's got a good look. Now I'm going to show you how to draw a perfect picture of Blood Cultures. Okay, I'm going to draw the head, this time with covering up with the hood. Make the area for the eyes here. Alright, great, right there. That's pretty cool. We're going to put on the hood now, a hood on top of a hood there. Get it nice and covered up. Y'all guys seen the video for Where the City Can't See? I like that video. They shot that. You can tell they shot that there in Brooklyn. I think that's under the F train right there. I think that might be like the Bedford stop or something like that. Cool idea for me. Really cool. That video's pretty great. You gotta watch that. I think I see all their videos. They got good art direction on there. Alright, bring this over here. Kind of a scarf deal, like a dark, mysterious scarf. I like that. Alright, we're starting to get the shape in here. That's the mysterious Blood Culture shit right there. You don't want to mess around with Blood Culture. They're so mysterious. They keep it anonymous. So you just keep that shit you could just keep your questions to yourself. Focus on the goddamn music. It's about music. That's why they cover up with a mask like this right here. Cover it up. Make it. I like it. They change it every time. Every time they do a record, they have a different kind of covering themselves up. It's almost like a knight's. It's a battle helmet right there. That's some skateboarding battles right there. He's ready. All right, let's get that out of the field in there. Let's get some definition. He's got a crease in the middle, so I'm going to have to show where there's a crease in the middle going down. You got to be able to put your nose in there. Yeah, there's a little more definition. You can see he's got some designs. He's got a bunch of different lines going around there. Put it in there like that. Yep. That works. I think you get down there. Get those eyes. Cool eyes. He's got some cool eyes. Heck yeah. Not gonna mess around now. And let's get a suit. This guy wears a suit. Cause he can wear a suit better than anybody. Look at that. Hell yeah. Who do you think you are? Just looking style. All the styles. Sharp. is sharp together, art directed, focused, artistic. Doesn't get better than goddamn Blood Culture. Well, I just need a little pocket right there. Perfect. That's a perfect picture of Blood Culture right there. Blood Culture. Today's old record I'm reviewing is Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. In the last few months, this record's gotten a little bit of heat on the TikTok with people just having fun, making fun videos with the song, or sometimes singing Great Gig in the Sky. You can see people on the TikTok having a lot of fun just playing with this song because it's got a kind of a neat intro to that bar. But before we get too excited about the Great Gig in the Sky, let's just talk about the whole record right here. This record starts off with a song called Speak to Me. It's kind of a spooky interlude. It's sort of like Apocalypse Now, getting a little scary. It's got scary helicopters and cash registers going off in it. Next song on the record is called Breathe, and that's a real mellow, kind of laid-back song with 9 guitars. It probably got the best lyrics of everything on the whole record, I think. The next song on the record is called On the Run. On the Run is basically just some computer sounds trying to sound like a choo-choo train. It's just a train song, which I'm not very fond of train songs. It's got chugga chugga chug. Like, this goes on for 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Every time you play Dark Side of the Moon, you lose 3 hours and 36 seconds of your life. And just when you get about frustrated enough about wasting that 3.5 minutes, you get all sleepy because it gets all quiet and sleepy, and then all of a sudden, they give you a goddamn jump scare. They give you a goddamn jump scare with this song called Time. It's an alarm clock jump scare. Makes you scared if you're all high on LSD and you're laying in your bed, and all of a sudden you get scared from them alarm clocks. But the song does end with some pretty nice singing and guitar playing, and that leads you into the next song, which is called The Great Gig in the Sky. Great Gig in the Sky turned out to be popular because it's got some nice lady singing on it. She's singing kind of a bluesy singing with no words. This popular song with no words is sung by Claire Torrey, session singer, brought in by Alan Parsons from the Alan Parsons Project. Alan Parsons produced this whole record, which is why suddenly Pink Floyd had a real mellow, sweet, and syrupy sound that never had before. It's super mainstream. People love it. Alan Parsons famous for records like this one right here. If you hear this record, it's kind of got some songs on it maybe. You think it's cool. I don't know if you think it's cool. Maybe you don't think it's cool. But it sure has nice production on it, and it sounds like a nice and syrupy. So Alan Parsons brought in Claire Torrey, session singer, sings on all the Alan Parsons records, and they said, hey, have her sing the song. They need a singer. So they wanted this nice lady singer to just improvise some singing. So she did some improvising singing with no words. It's supposed to be a song about death or dying, and she did it in 2.5 takes. What happened then is they edited a perfect cut from them 3 takes, which makes it not scat or improv. She thinks it's scat or improv. Listen to this interview right here.
I don't think I even knew I don't think it had a title when I did the singing. It was just called Scat, I think, or something.
This song has been perfectly edited to be a perfect melody, but you cut out the bits that don't work. The problem is, no matter what you do when you try to sing it, people forget that it's not improv, it's something that got edited. It's not a scat song, it's an edited piece of music. You need to read the sheet music. Thus, I've never heard a good version live by anyone, Claire Torrey or other, because they just fuck around and they decide what they want to be. Say, whoa, do different than on the record. I can't listen to no live versions of Great Gig in the Sky. Sorry, all y'all. You got a good voice, but you got to fuck up the timing, and you got to fuck up woo-woos. Nevertheless, that Claire Torrey did write that music. She did a good job. She's a good singer. Of course, she had a great voice. And that worked out real good with her and Alan Parsons or whoever decided to put it together that way. In 2004, Claire Torrey and the lawyer asked them nicely if she could get paid for the royalties of the song that's probably the most popular song they ever published. The original pressing just credited the song to Wright. Now the song is credited to Wright Torrey. In the song Great Gig in the Sky, they use samples, and it's kind of a hokey sample about not caring about dying or something. It's kind of hokey, a little pretentious. I think it's not as cool as the stuff they put on the Blood Culture's record, which is cooler, talking about werewolves and shit like that. The next song is called Money, which brings back them cash register sounds, which I'm not that big of a fan of. After that is a song called Us and Them, which is a real popular song. It's another real mellow song, kind of smells nice and syrupy, and it's got some nice guitars and some nice vocal singings on it. After that is a song called Any Color You Like, which has got some kind of cool psychedelic guitar sounds. I do enjoy some of the guitar sounds on there. Then the record finally ends with a song called Eclipse. Eclipse is a dark and cynical song, talking about how you just can't do nothing but be bad all the time and take shit from people, and you don't give a fuck. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, motherfucker. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon is a pretty cool record. Got a lot of nice singing, got a lot of nice guitar playing on it, kind of some questionable words. I'm gonna give it 2 out of 5 spears. Now I'm going to show you how to draw a perfect picture of Pink Floyd. So I'm drawing a perfect picture of Claire Torrey, the session singer who would make all the fuss for Great Gig in the Sky. Okay, let's get the head here. Nice shape in the ears, and let's just start working in the hair. She had, I knew the nice lady from the was there in the 60s, and in London was a good time. Everybody had cool styles. Everybody's still trying to imitate them styles. They had a cool hairstyle. She had kind of hair coming spiky around the top. It's kind of like one of them Oasis type of haircuts. Everybody does. Or kind of Oasis meets Miss Brady. Kind of got that Mrs. Brady coming down about the back, flipping out. And let's see what else. Nice nose. Yeah, it's kind of a nice nose in the 70s. Get that there. It's kind of a friendly, open eyes there. No, I think she's got some light blue eyes. Hard to tell from the black and white pictures, but it turned out she's kind of got blue eyes. She had a nice, dignified mouth on here. Yeah. Bottom lip. Yeah. Little definition there. Put in some teeth. It's a nice smile. Toothy smile. There we go. Perfect. That's a perfect smile. Get those lips a little red. Yeah, more definition around the side of the face. What else we got here? Let's get some highlights on there. Let's get some highlights up in the hair. Yeah, you can see that cool mild hairstyle. That. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Look at that. That'll work in the neck here. Let's get a little shadow under her chin. That looks better. Yeah. Then she's gonna have a cool jacket on or something. Yeah, get them shoulders in. Yeah, they say it was a different time back there in London in the 60s and early 70s. That was the place to be right there. Yeah, it's about as cool as it gets commonplace. I guess New York's pretty cool, but London, that's cool 60s right there. I think that filled in there. I think maybe she needs to add a little more detail to that, a little definition around there. There we go. Collar in there. I think she has a necklace too. I'm gonna put on a little necklace. See, I'll give her some jewelry there. That's a good one. Yeah, a little silver chain. Maybe another one. There you go, that's perfect. I'd like that, Claire Torrey. Thank you for watching Tune vs. Spear. I'm W. Spear Titsworth. Save the record.